Hello, my YouTube friends. Well, President Biden is talking about a $10,000 tax credit for first time homebuyers to help with the housing unaffordability. So stick around in this video while I tell you what I think about it, if I think it's a good idea, and maybe even some advice for some agents out there. Good afternoon. My name is Adam Kahn, and I'm the Rational Investor. Today is Thursday, March 7th. I hope you're all doing well. It's a little bit overcast here again. We had a little bit of rain today, which, I guess I should be happy living in the desert. We don't get it too often other than this year. Anyway, so President Biden is unveiling something to help with housing unaffordability. I'm going to let you know what I think about it and some of the things that they're discussing. But before I do, if you could do me a favor, if you could hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button, I guess, and hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate the support. You all know that's how YouTube's algorithm works. And if you're enjoying the content, I really appreciate you letting other people find it as well. Now, also forgive the quality here. I forgot my little tripod and some of the other equipment to help me with the taping, so it's a little bit shaky because I'm trying to hold the phone up and not make it look too bad. So I saw in the news today Biden's trying to do a few things to help the unaffordability of home prices. He's offering a $10,000 tax credit to first-time home buyers, and from what I saw, it comes as two credits over 2 years for $5,000 each, as well as $25,000 for down payment assistance to anybody who's in a family that nobody's ever owned a property as well, so that they haven't had the opportunity of gaining, ground by having generational wealth. While I think this has good intentions, I don't really think it's a good idea. And the reason for that is I understand it sounds nice and everybody wants to help everybody who is in a tougher situation, but this is the type of stuff that causes the housing market to go higher. When you give free money to people, A, you cause more debt on the economy, and B, you push prices higher, make it more unaffordable for those who need it the most. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but typically these programs are short lived and they really don't go out to everybody who needs them. So it gets taken advantage of by people who find ways to beat the system. And on top of that, it's those who get there first get the advantage, and then they push prices higher for those who are still waiting behind. And it's now even more unaffordable because they're gobbling up the most affordable properties that there are. It's like yin and yang, good and bad. Every action has an equal opposite reaction. The problem here is you give out money, you push prices higher. It really is just how it works. And as you push prices higher, well, obviously it becomes more unaffordable despite your intentions to make it more affordable. And unfortunately, the cynicism in me sometimes thinks that the politicians don't really care. It's just what the soundbite is and what the sales pitch sounds like. And it's possible they know the reality of what these things do. I'm quite sure that the sales pitch and the soundbite will talk about how he's out there fighting to help people who can't afford properties right now, trying to make it more affordable for those who are behind. But but it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. If you give people a free $10,000, prices go up by that amount, if not more, because they're still borrowing. I have the same theory on colleges. I've seen college tuitions go through the roof the more that the government's given out loans to everybody who wants to go to college. I think the industry has recognized they'll get paid by the government, so they jack up the prices as high as they can because they're going to get paid either way, whether people can really afford it or not. Well, this is a tax incentive to people selling a property as well as the buyers. So they're trying to draw people out of selling below median cost homes. And I'm not really sure how a $10,000 tax incentive will help them if they need to then buy another property for themselves to live on, and they're not going to get any incentive on the buy side. but you're providing a bunch of buyers an incentive to try to get into a market because you're saying it's unaffordable. You're then going to make it even more unaffordable. I'm sorry, that just is what tends to happen. So, one of the viewers asked me if I could give some advice to realtors and agents out there. I'll possibly do a longer video on it, but in general, it's the same advice I'd always give. You need to do something to get your name out there, and then give the best advice you can, whatever that is. If you think the market's going lower, I would tell your clients that. And if you think it's going higher, like I do, I would tell them that as well. I wouldn't give them bad information just to try to get people to buy. I think it's a huge mistake. And if you want to build long term relationships, the way to do that is just be honest and tell people what you think. You should have a good feel for the market, do some research, understand how mortgages work, understand locations, understand the differences in what properties have and don't have, and how to value them so you can bring something to the table where you're helping the people who you're trying to help. Know your contracts inside and out. And again, just be honest with people. Let them know what you think of the market. Try to find them homes you like and then fight for them the best you can. If you're on the sell side, try to fight to get the highest price. If you're on the buy side, try to fight to get the lowest price. And if your client loves a property, recognize that that's really important. If people want to buy a home to live in, they want to find something that they really like. You'll know it the day they walk into a property, the difference in their face and everything else when they see the one that just fits them for what they want it to be. And when it is, make sure you don't lose it quibbling over little things, and make sure to remind your clients about how much they love the house so that they don't lose their home over a broken washing machine or something silly in an inspection report that looks scary that's got a bunch of little things that aren't hard to fix. So that's my best advice. Feel free to reach out. Do me a favor again so I don't forget say it the right way this time. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and have a great rest of your day. If I don't make it to do a video tomorrow, it's going to be a travel day. We're heading out to DC to go see the Capitol and all sorts of stuff with the family for spring break. Have a great day.